Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the PTA Plus podcast. Katie Sutton, your host. Before we get started, a quick thank you to our educational partner, MedBridge. If you're looking for high quality continuing education, patient education resources, and clinical tools to help you become an even better therapist, MedBridge has become one of my favorite resources. You can visit my link at medbridge.com/PTA Plus podcast and use promo code PTA Plus to save on your subscription today. So let's roll right into our conversation. Every rehab professional has probably asked themselves this question before. Can I really do this for another 20 or 30 years? And that's not because we stop loving our patients, but because the profession changes, life changes. Our careers really have to mold and change with us. So today's guest believes that the answer isn't simply working harder or avoiding burnout, but it's intentionally designing a career that grows with you, one that creates opportunity to lead, mentor, innovate, and maybe even redefine what physical therapy can look like. He's a board certified orthopedic specialist, physical therapist, president and CEO of the Jackson Clinics in Northern Virginia, and has spent years developing mentorship programs, residency, and fellowship training, and new models of care that help clinicians build careers with longevity. He's also a husband of 17 years, father of two daughters, an avid athlete and fisherman. And I think somehow you went undefeated as like a semi-pro wiffle ball champ. Is that correct?
That is correct. A silly side note, but it was a lot of fun for sure.
Awesome. Awesome. Well, welcome to the show, Dr. Ben Keeton. We appreciate you coming on and sharing your time. I know you are a busy person.
Thanks. Yeah, thanks for having me. It's been too long. We've meant to get on this for a while, but glad to be here with you.
Yeah, absolutely. And I understand and I believe how busy you are because I see everything on, LinkedIn and your social channels. I mean, I'm incredibly impressed with how much advocacy efforts that you do and how connected you are to the profession. I've ran into you at multiple conferences and things like that. So I appreciate all you do for the larger profession, not just simply, your own clinic. You're really out there rooting for everybody. So.
Thanks. Yeah, there's as you've seen at all those conferences, so many others doing the same. So it's great to be in that company and trying to make some positive impact.
Absolutely. Well, we'll go ahead and dive right in. You talk a lot about helping clinicians build this 30-year career instead of just like finding that next job. And that's really intriguing to a lot of people, especially today. I think that our younger clinicians they don't settle for this is just the way it is. They want to know, why, they want information, and you're really committed to building that longevity in a career. So where did that philosophy come from?
It's a few things. Number one, COVID was a real perspective shifting time for our organization. We've graduated close to 150 residents at this point in our career as a residency program. And around COVID, I called and checked in with all of our residency grads, the ones who have left and gone back home, wherever that is across the country, to see how they're faring, to see what they're doing. And I was absolutely astonished to find that half of them had left the profession. And
Wow.
these are some of the best of the best of the best in our field. The fact that they left the field just absolutely shocked me. And I really dove in and asked them, why? What happened? You're in the top 1% of our field. Why would you ever leave it? And their answer was very consistent. They got to a point where, especially in and around COVID, where they didn't feel like they had control. They had no self-efficacy
Mm.
with their own time, with their earning potential, and with their passion. Many of them had families and life obligations and had to find a way to fit life around their work rather than fit work around their life. And these are some of the most high achieving people all the way through school, undergrad, everything. And COVID hits, double masked, goggled, working all hours, doing things we've never done before. And they just reached that point where they felt like they had to leave. And for me, that was a real perspective shifting moment to understand to keep our best and brightest in the profession for a full 30-year career. They have to feel a sense of control over time, over financial opportunity, over passion. And we're not doing a great job of that. as a profession. And so it's become sort of my crusade to change that, certainly within our organization, but hopefully broader as well.
It's so interesting that you bring this up about self-efficacy. I just recorded with another guest 2 days ago, and that was literally like one of the topics of conversation that we had. If you're feeling this burnout and there's studies about this, right? Like this isn't just you and I like, rattling off what we think is happening in the profession. Like there's actual data
Right.
that says if you feel like you have control over what's happening in your career. And if you can find or become a mentor, that you are going to be more satisfied in your job. And I see that there's some truth. I see that there's more than some truth in this, just with the people that I surround myself with and the people that I choose to surround myself with. They're the ones who are making change, and change doesn't happen overnight. So I see this a lot from the PTA perspective. There's the whole like, oh, woe is me, and I'm a PTA, and I have a ceiling, and there's caps, and there's no progression. Well, many of these barriers have been removed in the last 10 to 15 years. Many, many, many of these barriers. So the excuses are getting less and less valid for people to not find a way to become plugged in some way. And that looks different for everybody, right? A lot of people think that that means you have to be plugged into your association. That's not true. Like you can if you choose to be, but what about volunteering in your own community? What about all of the service that you could do in your local area that keeps you connected and plugged in? Has nothing to do with your professional association.
You're absolutely right. I mean, there's so many expressions of that autonomy, of that control over time, money, and passion. So many of us start with this deep desire to care for others, to make an impact, positive impact in the lives of other people. And as you gain expertise clinically, you also have the opportunity to gain expertise as a leader, as a mentor, as an entrepreneur, as a volunteer. And the field is so vast and so broad. You can express that in so many ways. I am certainly someone who, supports and wants to support our professional organizations because, gosh, I feel like they get such a bad rap.
Hmm.
And having worked and volunteered with these people, they are working so hard, and
Yes.
it's hard, right? And they're really making so much progress. But to your point, it's not the only mechanism. There's so many ways to express that autonomy and really find that same sense of impact, not just as a clinician, not just in your association. It can be so many different ways. So yeah, there's a lot out there now. And you're right. All of us now have a much lower barrier to entry to making a really huge impact. And hopefully we can inspire people to do that.
Yeah, absolutely. Did you have a mentor that was maybe in your professional growth, or do you feel like you simply just learned a lot from your mistakes and things that you saw happening, or were there people like really trying to like build you up?
I've had multiple mentors, and it's interesting reflecting back. Some of them were what you might imagine as a prototypical mentor, someone who's a decade or more experienced than me and has all this, background knowledge and the one to aspire to. But I've had age and experience match mentors as well, just great people to bounce ideas off of. The founder of our organization, Richard Jackson, absolutely transformative for my life and career. My first job actually was terrible, and I thought I had made a mistake and was considering leaving the field.
Hmm.
And then I came to Virginia and met Richard, and it was this, epiphany of, wow, this guy has not made a choice between being highly ideological or business successful. He was able to do both and really lead the way in so many ways, and is, I think, the largest driver for my professional aspirations and seeing what's possible. But I've had multiple colleagues as well. One, Chris Porter, is one. He was our residency director for 17 years and one of the smartest people I've ever met, but incredibly challenging. Where I would say, "Oh man, this is so great." He would say, "Yeah, and here's the 20 ways it can improve."
Right.
And we just bounced ideas off each other constantly. Now in the organization that I'm in, we have, almost 100 PTs and PTAs, and so many of them are board certified and subspecialists now. And so I'm constantly getting pushed and motivated by those peers. And so it's nice to see, and I think in some ways relieving to see that it doesn't have to be a sage who is now at a stage in their career where they just want to share all their knowledge with you. It can be peers and colleagues who can push you just as hard. And that's certainly been my experience as well.
So you said in your one of your first jobs that you felt like you had made a mistake. Like, if you could go back, is there any advice you give yourself, or do you think that that was simply part of your journey?
You know, I am I have the great opportunity to speak to DPT students, PTA students, new professionals in both areas. And I am speaking to my former self when I speak to them. And what I say is, you have to be very, very thoughtful and intentional in that first 1 to 5 years. And I say that because, and you know this data as well as I do, the length of stay in our profession is less than 10 years. And we call it burnout, we call it all sorts of other things, but we're not keeping our best and brightest in the profession. And so what I've learned is, if in that first 5 years, especially in that first 3, you do an incredible job of surrounding yourself with expertise, so you become a clinical expert as quickly as possible, but you're also exposed to leadership and mentorship and entrepreneurship, that if you have that diversity of exposure, then very early in your career, you start to feel autonomous. You start to feel like you've got control over at least the passion part. And if you get really good at some of those things, you could spend a career in teaching. You could spend a large majority of time in mentoring or entrepreneurship. And that becomes really rewarding, but it also gives you so many diverse areas to expand out. So yeah, my advice to them is, you have to very intentionally seek out not just a mentor, but multiple potential mentors. You need to very carefully vet the organizations that you're hoping to work for. And honestly, if we create essentially consumer pressure, meaning all the incoming PTs and PTAs saying, I won't accept a subpar mentorship program, I won't accept a thoughtless curriculum, you have to put effort into it. If they, as consumers now of organizations, bring that to the table, well, then the bar has to rise. And hopefully we can also create business enhancing programs and things to support that, right? But none of that's free. The business has to be successful as well. But hopefully we've solved that problem as well with the mentorship that we're trying to promote.
Yeah, and that's a conversation that I tend to have with students a lot, working in education is, there's always that conversation of, well, I want to get into this one particular setting. You got to get yourself closer to it, or whatever it is, the thing that you're going to do. You got to get yourself into the proximity of that. And I love how you're talking about the being intentional, the intentionality of, this is the thing I want to do, so I'm going to get closer to it. It's not always going to happen quickly, but the closer you bring yourself to that, the more you can kind of emulate the things that you want to do with that. And I love talking about carefully vetting these positions that you're looking at taking, because everybody claims to have a mentorship program, right? What does that look like? Please explain that to me.
Yes, no. And honestly, it's the biggest point of confusion for early professionals. They all want it. They all desperately want it. And I think they're dead on. That is what they should be looking for. So there are, at least in my bias, there are 3 things, really 4 things that they have to look for.
Okay.
Number 1, their mentor must have the knowledge that they're seeking. Now, we know very clearly, based on medical research and certainly within physical therapy as well, time alone does not make an expert. In many cases, it makes you worse. So to prove that someone has the knowledge that you are trying to acquire can be really challenging. Time is not enough. Things like American Physical Therapy Association board certification, that at least proves that they've passed a really difficult exam.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
There are some other organizations that have incredibly rigorous didactic exams also. And if you pass that, it shows that you've mastered that knowledge. Great. So they have to have the knowledge. The mentor also has to have the skills. Now that becomes really, really hard to find.
Mm.
To prove that someone has those skills is not easy. Rarely, especially in the continuing education systems, is there a rigorous practical examination process to say,
Mm-hmm.
yes, this person has achieved these skills. Now, residency and fellowship, you have to pass it or you don't pass the residency. So if they're a residency graduate, as a mentor, you can at least be sure that they've had to prove their skills. The third part, I think, is the hardest part, and that's the clinical reasoning. You might have all the knowledge and all the skill in the world, but if you don't apply that to the right person at the right time, at the right dose, well, you've not actually ended up getting the outcome that you're looking for. For someone to find a mentor who has the clinical reasoning that they're trying to achieve themselves, again, that can get really hard to find. There are some continuing education tracks that are much more rigorous, and so that can have value. Largely, though, I'm heavily biased towards residency and fellowship just because the level of scrutiny is so, we just went through a reaccreditation. The level of scrutiny is so high
Yeah.
that a program has to meet those bars. And so a graduate of that program is more trustworthy as a mentor. And then the fourth part is they have to know how to teach. So just because you have the knowledge, skills, and pattern recognition, clinical reasoning, does not necessarily make you a good teacher. And so really that early professional needs to be interviewing the organization and not the other way around. We're at a massive staffing deficit as a profession right now. That means every early professional listening to your podcast right now is in the driver's seat. They get to interview the organization, and the other way around, but they have a lot more power than they think. So really asking, tell me about how you choose your mentors. How can you be sure they have the knowledge and skills and pattern recognition and teaching expertise that I will need as a mentee? And it would be great if you had more than one option, because you won't always connect or vibe with every single person. So what I will often recommend is look up the ABPT RFE website and see where are residency programs. Even if you don't want to do residency, even if you're PTA, finding an organization that sponsors residency means there's a cluster of, super nerds that you can learn from and be mentored by. And then the other one is the ABPTS website. There's a directory of board certified specialists. And so you can search by individual in whatever geography you're looking for and try to find it that way. But ideally, you're looking for more than one person who meets those criteria. So that at least helps you find a mentor or mentors that could fit that initial description.
And I love that you added in even for PTAs, because I know that there's been a lot of talk about fellowship. And of course, our PTAs can't do like a true fellowship. We have our advanced proficiency pathways, though, that I think is the closest thing to being board certified / residency fellowship that a PTA can get. But those PTs are going to be our mentors. They're going to be our supervisors at some point in time. So knowing the background of the physical therapist that's going to be training me and teaching me skills, that's important to know as well. So having that information is vital and worthwhile information that, I'm still going to learn from that individual one way or the other. So knowing their skill set, that's only going to improve my skill set, right?
Oh my gosh. And it really, in our organization especially, I've seen it's iron sharpens iron at that point. We've got all of our PTAs we're encouraging to pursue those advanced certifications, and just being colleagues together in that setting, every boat rises. I mean, PTAs are bringing a very strong clinical background. In our organization especially, they have to have that super high level of desire to be excellent. And very quickly, the gap is closing. These they're going all the same courses, they're learning all the same stuff, they're working together on patients. I mean, it really is it becomes a very stimulating and supportive environment. So I put every piece of advice that I give to a PT, I give to a PTA as well. In my perspective, the growth trajectory is the same.
I love that. I do a collaboration event with DPT students and PTA students every summer. And of course we do, there's a lot of like Q&A time where it's kind of like speed dating, like asking fun questions and things that have nothing to do with physical therapy. Like, oh,
Sure.
you're human too. And oh, we use the same books to study from and the same apps and
Yep.
things like that. So of course there's a component of just getting used to each other and knowing that like, hey, we're all human beings here, right? But then I started to add in the cases different little Easter eggs. I would drop in like the PT has this certification or the PTA was an advanced proficient PTA in whatever pathway. And it was so interesting because there were some of the DPT students who at the end asked, they were like, what is this? We don't know what
Yeah.
this is. And so when I explained it, they were like, oh, that's amazing. So like if I'm new and this PTA has this skill, like they might be able to kind of like help me. And I'm like,
Oh yeah.
yeah, yeah, isn't that cool?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
We can learn from each other. I love the iron sharpens
Oh,
iron.
for sure. Yeah.
Yeah. When you look across your organization though, do you see and not even just your organization, anywhere, looking across the profession, what do you think it is that separates clinicians who want to continue to grow from clinicians who sometimes plateau? Like, do you see that there's elements to that?
My honest opinion is every single PT and PTA who enters this profession wants to grow. They do. It's the consistent thing I hear. They want to help people and they want to feel proficient. They want to feel good. I think that in that first few years, learned helplessness sets in a little bit based on the organization they choose, based on the ecosystem they're in, the environment they're part of, what behaviors are normalized and expected. You start to think, well, maybe the people in school who were saying, I need to pursue this advanced specialization as a PTA, or I need to be part of residency and fellowship, and I need to advocate. Maybe those were just the faculty members who were out of touch, who didn't really understand what the reality was. Because now that I'm in my workplace, people seem tired. People just seem to want to go home. People don't go to the courses. And I think that's an ecosystem problem. I think it's a culture, organizational culture problem because it changes in a different environment. It was my experience, right? My first job, I felt really stifled. I felt really disappointed. I came out of University of Delaware with my hair on fire, ready to change the world, and was very quickly discouraged.
Mhm.
And I think that's the experience that a lot of people have. I do not think that people plateau or stop growing intentionally.
Mhm.
I do think there's a cultural element to it. And so, yeah, the ones who really blow up and grow, I think are the ones who are given that ecosystem and that opportunity. I do think the prerequisite desire to grow is in everyone that I've encountered so far.
Yeah, it's so interesting because I didn't run into that when I when I graduated from PTA school. Now, of course, I kind of had a new unique way of getting into the profession. I was in a career center in high school, and I was placed in a physical therapy department as like part of my internship and learning healthcare skills and things like that. So I kind of fell in love with it along the way. And I had all these PTs and PTAs who encouraged me and who built me up and helped me apply to school and like all these things. Then I started to work for the same company as soon as I graduated. I didn't know that there was like this war happening outside because I was built in this like little bubble surrounded by, all these, great people who loved me
Excellence
and poured into me.
incubator. Yeah.
I know, yeah, I was in this, like, little incubator, and so once I got out of there, not because I didn't love there, because I grew. I grew to the next step, I went into
Right.
education, and I was like, "Oh, there's other things that are happening out here that I didn't know about
This
because I
isn't
wasn't
everywhere?
exposed to
Oh,
that."
yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah, so, I think that I had all those right ingredients poured into me, And so I was like, oh, wait, I didn't know that all these other things that were happening outside of that.
Right.
But, that was good for me.
And I do think that again is another case in point that it's not in some of us, it's in all of us to grow and develop and have a rewarding career. What I think the paradigm shift has to be is you are now a consumer. You're consuming this organizational environment. And if you expect and demand that sort of culture and development, you can go find it because, again, you have choice in this job market, a lot of it. And so either find it or build it yourself. But
Mm-hmm.
we can have these 30-year careers. We can have these rewarding settings, like you said. We can build more of those. And the people in those organizations want that also.
Mm-hmm.
We just need to find a way to make it economically feasible for them to do that and expected that they do it.
Yeah, having all those right elements. Yeah. And I mean, I'm in year 20. I don't know. It's over 20. It's over 20
Yeah,
years.
at that
But
point,
either
just
way,
say 19 over and over and over again.
yeah, just 20 plus.
I'm
I'm
with
just
you.
gonna,
Yeah,
go with
I've turned that
But
corner as well.
yeah. And I never had this burning desire to go back to be a PT. I love being a PTA.
Yeah.
So I hope that people recognize that there's ways that you can grow within what you have. If you can seek ways beyond that title. Of course, I'm not talking go outside of your scope of practice, but I'm talking
No.
there's other ways that you can grow beyond your title, right? And I think that this is
So many ways.
one of the reasons why you and I connected and I really wanted to talk to you was because, the Jackson Clinics has become known for really creating this model where PTAs play a significant role in your organization and patient care overall. So like what led you to kind of intentionally build this very unique pathway that embraces PTAs? What was that? Where'd that come from?
Yeah, it sounds silly, it sounds obvious, but the realization that excellence in leadership, excellence in program development, excellence in entrepreneurship is in no way predicated on what degree or credential that you have.
Right.
It comes down to what does that individual person want to accomplish? What are they passionate about? What are their skills? What are their desires? Now, in an organization like ours, which is very residency and fellowship focused, we've also found that you have to be a clinician in most cases. You have to be a clinician for your colleagues to feel that you truly understand all of the problems that they face. And so what we found early on, I'd say again, right around COVID, around that same time, we were really struggling for our PTs to find that balance of like, I want to be a clinician, I want to do some leadership and some mentorship, but I don't know that the clinic director role or the program director role is my greatest passion. What they really wanted was to treat less and make the same amount of money, or make a lot more for treating patients, especially when they became really, really, really excellent. And at the same time, as I was talking to our absolute star PTAs, they were expressing a desire to lead and grow and really have a larger impact on the trajectory of the organization, in addition to those things we were talking about with the PTs. And so we essentially built the paths in parallel. We're building out this PT focus. What happens after you graduate from a residency? How can you make more money and or cut your schedule and or teach and mentor, right? Like, how can we build this menu of opportunity for you? And our PTA leaders are going, yeah, we'd love to do all that same stuff too, but because we can't graduate from a residency program, let's fill in some gaps over here in our career path. And the leadership piece really became the main drive for us, to the point where our goal is to have as many of our clinics, we've got 19 at the moment, led by PTAs as we can. It's become this really incredible hybrid role where a PTA for us in our system is one-on-one for an hour with their patients. And the PT is usually taking a patient for evals, they do an hour, and then the patient stays for 90 minutes total. The follow-up visits, the PT's with the patient for 30 minutes, and again, they stay for the 90, but they're with them every 30. So the PTA has a sort of a zoomed out perspective where the PT is constantly going from one person to the next, treating roughly 60 visits in a week. PTA is treating 40. And so they've got more time to really observe what's happening at the front desk. They have more time to see what's happening with the clinical workflow. They can step in, and help out if a PT or a PTA who's carrying that same sort of PT-like caseload is out sick, or they can step in to help out in a number of different ways. And so it's this really powerful hybrid role where they can be present for their patient, but also for their team. And they've got this sort of leadership opportunity because of that practice model. So the PTA specific role for us really cultivated a more present leadership style. And because of that, PTAs are talking to each other like, hey, this is great. They're telling their friends, they're coming over, like, we're investing in that leadership opportunity, but it's also giving them a sense of control. They have control over their time. They're not rushing around treating 80 patients in a week. They have a sense of, they have financial opportunity. They're earning, up to 6 figures and more in some cases when the clinic is successful. And they're one of the most critical clinic directors. That role is one of the most critical influences of our trajectory as an organization. So they've got this real powerful sense of value, that they're appreciated and recognized for what they bring to the table. So, and it's been great. We've been very successful with that model, and it's just growing.
Yeah, and when we were talking about all of the ways that you're pouring into your employees,
Yeah.
um, I don't know for sure, but I assume that these PTAs that are eventually trickling into this type of role, you've already invested in. You've
Oh
already
yeah.
given them the opportunities to grow in multiple ways in order to make sure that they're successful. So we're not talking like you're just, rolling a fresh person into these
No,
positions. You're giving them the opportunity to grow to make sure they're going to be successful. Because if that foundation's not set, it's going to, of course,
absolutely.
crumble, and we don't want that to happen. So you're building that person up before
Yep.
they're stepping into those roles, and that's great. What kind of
Yeah.
things have surprised you about this model? Like, is there anything that you're like, oh, well, that was an unintended good, or maybe not
You
good?
know, I think there was this bias for the first 10 years of my career, at least. And I think an entire profession bias of, well, if this person has an advanced, higher degree, or if this person has an advanced specialty, that must qualify them to be a better leader. And that's just not true. They're completely distinct, completely different knowledge-based skill set, pattern recognition, and mentorship. That same path we talked about for how do you become a great clinician and find a great mentor, it's the exact same thing in parallel for leadership, but they're totally different skill sets. So that was, I think, an obvious slap in the face of like, well, that was dumb of me to think that clinical expertise inherently meant leadership expertise. So that was a big one. And because of that, really figuring out how to train leadership with the same depth and intentionality that we've trained clinical skill. And so those two things, those two realizations, I think have made it so much more successful for us. And I've also been very, I think, pleasantly surprised, excited with, I think, the long-term perspective of so many of our PTAs. They're sitting here like, wow, this career opportunity feels rare, and I'm in. Let's do
Mhm.
this. Like, let's wreck stuff. Let's change this stuff
Yeah.
for the better, unapologetically. And so I've got this now, crew of badass. Sorry, I don't know if that needs to be
Go
edited
ahead.
out. PTAs who are really trying to shake and move, like really trying to innovate in a big way. And, I didn't walk in thinking that that would be the result of this career development, but some of our most impactful team members are PTAs who are trying to take the big problems on.
I love it. I think that you described, have you ever heard of followership before? So
No.
there's like, so everybody's heard of leadership, right?
Yeah,
So,
sure.
we all know what leadership is. And you kind of just described this where you said that, just because you have an advanced degree doesn't necessarily mean you're the best choice to be the
Mhm.
leader in whatever scenario you're in. Maybe, and you are certainly going to be the leader of your plan of care, right? So
Sure.
this is a great example. PTs and PTAs of leadership and followership. So when I am a PTA and I'm treating your patient, I am your biggest follower. Like I am the cheerleader of that plan of care. I am going to do everything I can to get this across the finish line. And so I am a follower. Okay. So you have your leadership and then you have your followership. However, the tables can often turn whenever we're in different situations. So as a follower, it's still my responsibility to bring things to you. If I'm working with this patient and I'm going, oh, you know what, things are shifting, things are changing, we might need to make some adaptations in this plan of care. It's my job to bring these things to you as a follower, but that can also flip and turn. That there can be moments where the PTA is certainly the leader, which you're seeing is working very well in your clinics, because it doesn't necessarily have to follow that trajectory of title. So, being a good follower is just as important as being a good leader. And you have
Yes.
responsibilities as a follower as well.
I
So,
love that. It's a great insight. And you're right. In each role, in my house, for example, I have to be an excellent follower because I am
yeah,
not the boss in my house.
no.
Yeah, but in each role, both professionally, personally, to have the ability to flex and do both is important. And again, it's silly and obvious, but to mentally break free of that degree-based or credential-based hierarchy has been transformative for us in a very positive
Mhm.
way.
Yeah. Yeah, and I kinda think of, like, the whole followership, as well. I mean, we're not talking how many people follow you on social media either, by the way, like, that has nothing to do with that. But, like, when you think of our association, right, our
Yep.
national, association or your state chapter, as members, we are responsible for the followership, right? So we're responsible to kind of carry out those duties of active members. So we can give input. We can make things happen. We carry different initiatives across the finish line, but we look to our leadership, our board of directors, House of Delegates to kind of point those directions and guide that flow as the
Mm.
leadership, body of our
Yeah.
association. But those followers better be giving input because if the
Mm.
followers don't give good input, then the direction can be skewed.
Right.
So,
Yeah, and
anyways,
when
just
those
whenever you were
calls to
talking about
write
that.
letters to congressmen come, you actually help, right? Like
Yeah.
it's a funny thing. I say it all the time. It's reasonable to be frustrated.
Mhm.
And if you don't take action, then my sympathy goes away. Right?
Amen.
Yes.
Amen.
So
Yeah.
we all have the ability to do that in some small way.
Absolutely.
Well,
Yeah. I mean, hence the premises of this podcast. I was like, hey, people, like you don't you there are options, right? So, like
yes.
really my goal is to show as many options as there is possible and as many pathways as possible. Because again, like you can't just hop onto social media and just start, you know,
Trolling.
slamming every
Yeah.
yeah, if you're not
Right.
gonna if you're not gonna take the steps forward. So
Yeah.
this model has been quite successful for you.
Yeah.
Why do you think, or I guess what would be your ask to other clinics to kind of think about being innovative and embrace new ways? Like not necessarily what they're doing wrong, but ways that we can encourage them to do things different.
Yeah. I think that in the role that I'm in now, I'm very, very, very acutely aware of the financial and economic pressures that
Mhm,
organizations are under. And that often is the major barrier to implementing an incredible mentorship program or a residency program or, you name it, right? All
mhm,
of it is like, well, how much will that cost? And how much productive time does that take away? So I'm acutely aware and understanding that. So the essential premise here is shifting the perspective from this is a cost center to how can this become a revenue generator? And
Mm-hmm.
in many cases, it requires a perspective shift. You have to zoom out a little bit and say, yes, in the short term, it's a cost center, but over time, this pays off. But then also very tangibly, very, less esoteric, less, oh, well, this is, long term, it pays off because you retain people and they're happier and all that stuff. Like, yeah, well, I got to meet my quarterly numbers right now. So a lot of what we've tried to do is build systems that serve both. For example, cash-based services are not a new concept in our profession. I hear about it at PPS all the time, CSM all the time. We know that we need to supplement our income as a profession to offset and mitigate the reduction in reimbursement that we're seeing. You look at PTs and PTAs, they want control over their time and control over their financial opportunity. Great. Are there cash-based programs that we can develop that benefit the organization and the provider? In our organization, we've said, and we expect a certain level of clinical expertise to be able to access those cash-based services.
Mm-hmm.
So, for example, we have a concierge arm. So a larger umbrella is the Jackson Clinics. We have the Jackson Clinics, the in-network practice, and then separately, a separate tax ID, we have TJC Concierge, which is a separate organization that is out-of-network cash-based services. Those who become verified clinical experts for us through residency and fellowship or advanced proficiency as a PTA, you then become eligible to participate in this concierge side. And that can be all sorts of different cash-based services. It doesn't just have to be out-of-network physical therapy. It could be performance services. Imagine you get a high school soccer team all together and they want to do off-field training and you've got this expertise. And so it's $20 a kid, 20 kids in a group, $400. We'll do a revenue split and they're making a couple $100 in an hour. That feels pretty darn good. And they start to build this up and go, okay, well, there's other organizations that want this same thing. Maybe I can make this from a side hustle into a bit of my main hustle and start carving out some of my clinical time. And so that organizational perspective of, yes, we need cash services to supplement, and my providers want control over time, money, and passion. Can we do both at the same time? Can we do that inside of a safety net, like inside this organizational umbrella, so that that provider doesn't have to take a ton of risk? Again, cash services aren't new, but most PTs and PTAs are like, that sounds cool, but I have a mortgage to meet and I have family obligations. Like, I can't take that amount of risk and I don't want to work 70 hours a week. So either there's a time risk or a financial risk they're not willing to take and they feel stifled. Can an organization give someone that safety net and that opportunity at the same time? I think they can. And hopefully we can prove that model out in a large enough scale where others go, yeah, this makes total sense. Again, so these incoming PTs and PTAs feel like they've got opportunity to grow and have control and self-efficacy, where right now it seems like it's either I have to do the typical in-network grind or take a risk and do a cash-based practice. You should be able to do both and do it without having to take an immense amount of risk. And so that's what we've tried to prove out. That's why I think it's working.
Yeah. So you're kind of you've built something that's allowing people that choice and the ability to get closer to it. I mean, all of the things that we already talked about so far in this episode, right? It's allowing them to get close to something without having to take that huge risk right away. But you're also, again, you're building that clinician to get to the point where they have the ability to feel confident enough to do that without feeling like they're taking that huge risk. So you've really built in all of those safety mechanisms to ensure that these people are ready to take flight. whenever
Exactly.
they're ready to step into something. So
Yeah.
well
And our
done.
goal is they stay in the field for 30 years. Again, even if it's not with us, the fact that they've seen it, the fact that they've experienced it means they can go build it themselves or at least go find it somewhere else or encourage or help other organizations innovate to do it. So our alumni network, hopefully, is are now agents of change all across the country. That's a lot of what we're trying to create.
I love it. Speaking of innovation, AI is, coming in and documentation's changing and every EMR has new systems built in and new delivery methods and models and things like that. Where
Yeah.
do you think that PTs and PTAs should be paying close attention to over the next 5 years? Like, what do you think we should be kind of looking at and preparing ourselves for?
Yeah, I think the AI revolution is upon us. I follow Larry Ben's Substack. I'm sure many of your listeners do as well. And
I
he's got a
follow as
great
well.
series right now, specifically about AI and trying to reframe it. First of all, so that people aren't afraid of it. Don't be afraid. Don't stick your head in the sand. You have to understand it. And with guidance like Larry's and others, embrace it and really make sure that it's serving you the way that it can. I think it has the opportunity to give you more control over your time
Yeah.
and help you focus on the things that you like best and that you're best at. We, I think, are very blessed to be in a field where the human touch and the human interaction is absolutely critical to the outcome for the person. Again, we saw it in COVID, even telehealth, which I'm a fan of. The moment we were able to open up and people come in, we went from 80% telehealth during COVID to 0.5% telehealth because they wanted the interaction, they wanted
Yeah.
the connection.
We're
And so I
human.
look at AI as this massive technology accelerator that will help us immensely if we understand it, we embrace it, we use it safely, we are responsible with it. We don't let it make decisions that it shouldn't be making. Maintain the human element. Again, a lot, I don't want to take credit for these ideas. Larry and others have more eloquently stated them than I will. But yeah, there's a lot of opportunity there. I also think that this consumer direct to consumer idea needs to continue to grow. I love the idea of large organizations being a safety net for practitioners who want to do this direct to consumer thing and have a lot of the financial and time benefit, but they're going to do it in a way that they don't have to take as much risk. I think that will change our field and hopefully retain a lot more people than we are right now. If we can do that, again, 10 years from now, I think our average length of stay in our profession can double if we do a great job on those items that we're bringing up. So hopefully that, at least my bias, that's my focus. I really want to see residency and fellowship proliferate. I think it's a foundational element, advanced proficiency for PTAs, foundational element to be excellent at what you do. Everything else, teaching, mentoring, entrepreneurship, leadership, all that is enhanced if you're also really, really, really good as a clinician.
Yeah, I fought the whole AI for a long time. I had a couple of friends that were especially like, if you're running a business, any business, especially that has to do
Yeah.
with tech, you've got to get close to it. And I really bucked the system for quite some time, and I was like, no, it's going to take over my brain. But
Yeah.
then once I embraced it and figured out how to really leverage it to help me, it has not decreased my human interaction at all. It has probably enhanced the
Yeah.
things that I do, more than anything. So,
Yeah.
I think that it has, really polished out a lot of the things that maybe were difficult for me at first, especially, I mean, but this podcast, listen, I don't have a background in communications. I was
Right.
not a podcaster from day one. I was a PTA, right? So like
Yeah.
learning all of this stuff took me a while, and I continue to get better because I allowed technology to help mold it and things like that. So, I
Yep.
think I'm at the point where I can say I have a product that I'm proud of and I can stand behind. But that's because I allowed myself to embrace things other than kind of staying with the old habits. Like I fought
Too
YouTube too. I
true.
was like, I don't want to be on YouTube. And here I am on YouTube. But
It's an exciting time. It's scary for many, and I understand that. But
right. Yeah. We're
if you
all
do
gonna end
it
up on YouTube at
thoughtfully and
some point.
responsibly, it can really help a ton. So you're absolutely right.
Yeah. Okay, so thinking of like your legacy that you're leaving with the Jackson clinics, what do you hope people say in 20 years about, the innovation that you've done and the product and the organization that you've, kind of built here?
I hesitate to say this. We say it internally all the time, but when I joined Jackson Clinics and met Richard and Anna Jackson and heard their vision and saw what they tried to build and saw what they've done in Africa with their foundation and all the amazing ways they've changed the field, it reminded me a lot of a Ken Burns documentary I saw on the Mayo Clinic. And I saw what Mayo Clinic did for medicine. You truly transformed it in the standard of expectation, education, clinical expertise, all that. And I hope to contribute to the PT field. I hope Jackson Clinics contributes to the PT field in a similar way. There are so many innovators out there in our profession right now. By no means do I think it was as bleak as it was for Mayo Clinic way back when, but I hope we have a similar sort of positive impact on changing the standard of education to be higher, changing the expectation for clinical expertise. I'd love to see our field like the medical field with 95% plus of our providers completing a residency program.
Yeah.
And the reason I think we don't is because in the medical field, you get a residency and you earn double or more. In PT, you do a residency, you earn a couple grand and a pat on the back. And that's enough for some, but hopefully the things that we're doing and hopefully others will do is saying, okay, because you're a residency grad, because you're an advanced practitioner as a PTA, because of this clinical expertise, you now unlock this opportunity to earn double, to work half, right? To have those same rewards that a physician might have. So with a higher level of clinical expectation and a financial opportunity, hopefully PTs and PTAs will feel like they have a 30-year career in front of them and they don't feel stifled and pushed out. If that is the case by the end of my career, man, that would be an incredible accomplishment and would be standing on the shoulders of Richard and Anna and all the other innovators who are helping us do that. But I'd love to contribute to that. That would be a legacy, I think, worth having.
I think the big takeaway is that it's still a worthwhile profession, right? Like
Oh my
physical
gosh.
therapy, there's still so much that you can pull from this. And I mean, simply, I just recently got back into patient care, just a little bit, some PRN
Yeah.
on the side. And,
Yeah.
I'm like, man, it feels good to know that you had a part in this person's life that day. Like that
Yeah.
feeling never gets old. And it's something
You
that,
know, I don't think a PT or PTA would ever leave this profession, ever, if they had control over their time and their money.
mhm,
They
yeah.
would never leave because the passion, like you can't have I mean, I'm sure there are similarly rewarding careers, but I can't imagine that there's one more rewarding. It is
Mhm.
such a rewarding career. And if we can give them those other elements, we're going to have the best of the bright and the brightest for their whole career.
I love
You're
it.
absolutely right.
I love it. Okay, Ben, we're going to wrap up with our plus points. So this is your opportunity to get on your soapbox. You can drop some advice for any PTs or PTAs that's listening, start a little fire, whatever you got going. So what's your plus point?
Yeah, I feel like I've been on the soapbox the whole time, but I would say you are the consumer. And it's a perspective shift. You are the consumer. In this case, you can walk in to any organization and have expectations for your mentorship experience, for your professional development opportunities. And if you do that, you will help us raise the bar as a profession. You have to do it. We're 10% understaffed, depends on the research you read, as a profession, and it's going to get worse, especially if we do a good job of helping people recognize our value, because the demand will go up and the number of practitioners is not growing fast enough. So you have leverage, use it. Expect more from the organizations you interview with and that you work with, and help them find ways to make it work economically to do those things, and everybody wins. I truly think we can change it, but we need an army of people with those expectations.
Ben, tell everybody where they can find you and connect with you, because you got all kinds of good things going on there with the Jackson clinics and all your advocacy efforts. Where can people locate you?
Yeah, so the website, thejacksonclinics.com, and then tjcconcierge.com are the two main websites. You can follow us on LinkedIn, handles just the Jackson Clinics. And yeah, my contact information is very prominently displayed there. I'm happy to directly connect with anybody. But yeah, hopefully it's been a positive experience, and that we're inspiring people to wreck stuff.
I think you are. I think that you've definitely started a fire with me, so I
Good.
appreciate that. Yeah, thank you for your time. Before we head out, I have to make one more shout out to an incredible sponsor of ours. So, before you head to your next patient, those of you who are listening to the audience, we would like to thank our special practice technology partner, Spry. If you are looking for an EMR that's built for rehab, where it's headed, not where it's been, take a look at Spry. Spry combines modern practice management with AI powered documentation to streamline documentation, reduce administrative burdens, improve productivity, and create a better experience for both the clinician and the patients. And you can find out more information at www.sprypt.com/partner/Katie Sutton. So if you'd like to learn more about Spry, head over there, or you can find the information in the show notes, along with all of Ben's information in the show notes as well with Jackson Clinics. We appreciate your time. Thank you so much. I'm going to let you get back to your day.
Thank you, Katie.
Thanks for listening to PTA Plus, the podcast for PTAs by PTAs. Subscribe, follow us on social, and share the show. Elevate yourself. This show is for educational purposes only. No clinical decision-making should be made from its content. See you next time.